Now, he's got a wicked jab, Moreno. That's one thing that I do love about his game. And the reason why it's so difficult for his opponents to spot and why it's so fast is because he's loaded very heavily on his lead leg. So he's primed for that snapping jab. Like as he throws it, it stays so low profile and he doesn't turn his knuckles over until right at the end when he lands. That's the point. So you don't see the flaring of the elbow because he's turning his knuckles down too soon. He's not doing this stuff like he's rowing a boat. Like it's very, very narrow, very side on, and he fires it out, snaps it. The other thing that's interesting is that Moreno's got a 2-inch reach advantage, which really surprises me because you would think Figueiredo, I mean, he looks like the bigger individual, but Moreno is actually 2 inches taller with a 2-inch reach advantage according to UFC stats. That further exemplifies the length of that arm and the length of that snapping jab that Moreno uses. And it is such a problem for Figueiredo, especially because he likes to walk into range with his hands down and he likes to swing from the hip. You know, he's a gunslinger like Cub Swanson and John Lineker, you know, those kind of fighters that they put a lot of power in their punches, but you kind of see them coming because they come from a distance. With Moreno, he's far more of a slick boxer and he's so heavy on his lead leg, which makes him look like he's closer. So when his opponents swing, he's able to dip back and pop, pop, pop. It's a beautiful style. Really, really nice. It does mean that he has to work harder for his victories, though, there's no doubt. And that's why Figueiredo, you know, he came in the first fight and people expected him to just blast Moreno out the water. Because you got to remember, Moreno was in the UFC. He won he won 3 fights, then he lost 2, got released, went away and won a couple more and then came back. So Moreno's octagon presence is not quite the same as Figueiredo. And I do think that has changed. But going into that first fight, everyone thought Figueiredo was going to kind of throw him around and beat him up a little bit, the people that I was talking to. But I think what we've seen of these last 2 fights is the slickness of Brandon Moreno. That second fight, even more so.